Clover Classic, the creamy taste that takes you back. Made with love by Clover.
Really?
Talk about Monday madness. Today we are going to be filling up those tummies and making sure that you guys do not hunger anymore. We are going to be filling up people's appetites with our shawarma.
I love shawarma.
I'm getting you into the rhythm of singing because, guys, like we mentioned, you must sing to your food, you must talk to your food, you must caress your food. And it's going to turn out perfectly, I promise you. And caress it
with
and
your
love
mouth.
it. And to make our butter chicken inspired dish, we're going to be using butter chicken spices.
Nice.
So to start it off, I've got my chicken that I've cut into nice big cubes and chunks because we're going to be putting them inside of the wrap that we're going to be using today. But to get all the recipe details, guys, go on to afternoonexpress.co.za. We've got the steps, we've got the recipe ingredients, we've got the cooking time, we've got the serving. Look, we've got everything, okay? So just go onto that website and get everything. So I'm going to get started here. In this first little thingy, I've got some chilies as well as some cumin.
I like a bit of heat.
Yes, because you're hot. Hot girls need heat.
It competes. Can't compete.
I've gone in with some garam masala as well as some turmeric as well, and then I'm going in with a bit of salt.
Lovely.
And I'm also gonna add some pepper.
You have to have pepper.
It's important.
Spices, doll.
And then I'm just gonna go in with our amazing Clover Classic, and we're just gonna swirl everything together. And the one thing I love about butter chicken mostly needs to marinate and sit for the flavors to go.
And what's nice about the yogurt, it actually, when I say it breaks down the fibers, it kind of opens them up and allows them to receive all that deliciousness that you've added.
So in a sense, if you were to use this for a red meat, it would sort of tenderize it in a sense.
Very much so.
Correct. So now all I'm going to do is I've just tossed everything together here, and we're just going to leave this aside to marinate and mellow together and get flavorful.
And get to know each other better.
Yes, get better acquainted. So I'm going to leave this over here, but I've got a batch that I made earlier because you know I'm an overachiever, South Africa. Apologies. It's just how I roll. We've got some butter chicken inspired chicken that we've already made now. So all I'm going to do, I'm just going to put this in an already greased pan into the oven, and then you're going to cook this, bake this.
Easy peasy, baby.
Yes. Normally you'd make it like a stew on a pot, but I figured, guys, you want as much time as you have nowadays.
It's like tandoori, darling.
Throw it in the oven, keep it in there, and let it do all its magic. And then, luckily for us, like I said, I made magic. So we've got some that we prepared earlier. So this was baked in the oven for, at 200 degrees.
Nice. For
25 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
So obviously, because you want to make sure your chicken is cooked right.
But it'll be succulent because of the yogurt.
Did you hear that? Succulence,
yes,
opulence. We are about that here in the Afternoon Express kitchen. So now all we're going to do is we both have some wraps. So it's not a competition, South Africa. I hope y'all are watching, because if it was, I would win. Well, no, not really.
Of course she'll win, because she's young and fast.
But with age comes
experience and wisdom and doddery.
What she said. So we're going to top up our wraps now, our shawarmas. So I've got some chicken that I already roasted earlier, but I don't want to start with that. We actually made some raita as well. So this is perfect for it because, and I used my Clover Classic for that as well, because I love the fact that it's got 10 vitamins.
Everything.
It's creamy and smooth. You could literally put this into your cereal. You could use it as
put on your face, actually.
Oh, wow.
I'm serious. Makes a beautiful face pack.
I did say experience, right? Years and years of experience. So we're just going to put in a nice thick layer of our raita over there. And in the raita, we've also got this recipe, the ingredients for this on the website as well. So it's just some lemon zest, some cucumber, mint, and our Clover Classic in there as well. So I want to make it nice and thick because this is the only sauce or the only binding agent, in a sense, that's going to bring everything
It's the glue.
All right, so we just go in. I love making aubergines this way because my mom introduced me to this.
I love them.
And she was like, you're going to eat your veggies. And what she did was she just put them in some flour, some salt, and then she fries them. And they come out nice and crispy. And since then, I don't think I eat eggplants any other way because I don't really like it. But the way my mom makes it is the best way, so I'm going to eat it like that, South Africa.
Do you know that yogurt is like such a staple in the Middle East? And in certain countries, when people left, the one thing that broke the heart of the housekeeper, the mother of the house, was to those beautiful natural yogurts, because they went to countries where you couldn't, but they smuggled it in. You know what they used to do? They used to take, thank goodness for Clover Classic, actually, but they used to take a piece of muslin cloth, soak it in the yogurt, because remember, it's a live bacteria.
Yes.
And the minute they got to the other side, they would use it as their starter. Because there's no such thing as, like, you know, there's no Clover Classic, because everybody used to make it themselves from scratch. So I'm very, very grateful.
So thank God for Clover Classic, guys. You see, and the other thing about it is that we're using the Clover Classic plain flavor right now, but they've got such an amazing range where they've even got the sweeter flavors. They've got the strawberry, so you could literally go shop and have the time of your life and choose whichever flavor you like.
You know what I love about the flavored ones as well is that you can turn them into panna cottas just by adding a bit of gelatine to it. And a bit of clover milk from the blue bottle, of course.
Why are you showing me up here?
I'm not, because we would do this together, my baby. We would do it together.
Join us for another segment when Jenny Morris will be showing me up on how to make panna cottas with clover. But all the ingredient details, guys, go into afternoonexpress.co.za and get all the information, and make sure to share this dish with your family, because we're going to be sharing this and having the time of our life. Thank you very much for joining us.
Clover Classic, the creamy taste that takes you back. Made with love by Clover.